Hello Mechwarriors, how is it going? Welcome to your daily dose of Mechwarrior Online. Today I am playing the Highlander IIC because that one was still slumbering in the archives, and I wanted to use all my archive stuff now because the new skill tree system is kicking in a few days, and yeah, I just want to use that material that I'm having with the old modules as long as it is relevant. So let's go for a nice Highlander IIC build today. Quick disclaimer here, this is a voice commentary afterwards because I recorded it plain without a voice commentary live, but I think you will get a lot of good information in the videos because I'm going to talk about tactics today, yeah, in a very, very deep manner. Let's go over to the mech lab. The build is kind of similar to the Chanmpion build. I tweaked it a bit to my liking, but it is a very good and solid build, so there was no need to do something completely different. I just wanted to try the Highlander after I bought it, and it's just playing so well in that build. Now, why does it do that way? Because I've got two Ultra Autocannon 10s in the right arm, and they are dealing 20 damage combined. And if you double tap, you are dealing 40 damage combined. And they are very heat efficient. And what's best if you have heat efficient weapons? Yes, you take some very hot backup weapons that are more weight efficient. So 2 large pulse lasers, 1 medium laser as backup, and you have an alpha strike of 53 or 73 if you are double tapping. And that is amazing. So you have a very, very mobile assault mech that is dealing a good amount of mid-range weapons. Both of the weapon systems, or all 3 of the weapon systems, are lining very well in terms of range, and yeah, you are not the tip of the spear with that, but you are a crazy damage dealer with that. And you will see that in the games that are coming. I'm having 1 jump jet here, just because I want a bit of mobility to get over obstacles, and as you can see, I've got a lot of heat sinks here. And of course, the biggest engine the Highlander IIC can take, which is the 325. It's kind of the same as with the Supernova, but I think I like the Highlander IIC more, because of its profile. So we got that humanoid shaped mech here, and you have the big arms that can shield a lot, and yeah, it is not as wide as the Supernova. So I think I like the Highlander IIC more than that. But anyway, yeah, I've got 5 tons of ammo, and the modules for that one are Radiant Deprivation, and I'm taking a Clan ER medium laser range here. And I don't have anything else because I was too lazy, to be honest. So of course I would have put another module in here, like probably the Ultra AC-10 coolant if I had that, but I don't have that. So only a medium laser range module for this one. And the second mech module would probably a target info gathering, not so much the advanced seismic sensor, because again, it's not a frontline mech, but rather a second line assault mech that can step forward and can get some nice yeah, pushes on its own when it's safe, but you don't want to crash into the enemy firing line with that. The consumables are an artillery strike and a cool shot here, artillery strike over a UAV, because again, you are kind of slow. You don't want to be on the very first front line, therefore an artillery strike while you are advancing. And this is a nice damage amplifier to drive the enemy to cover while you're trying to get into your position. And that's the build. I wish you all a lot of fun in the 2 games that are coming. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you like what you see. And yeah, if you would leave a like, that would be much appreciated as well. So I think now it's time to hit the battlefield.
Unless you got it.
Alright, first game of the day. We are playing the Frozen City and we are playing Assault. And what we are doing here is we are pressuring the base straight on. So we won't snipe on our high ground to the other high ground. We won't do NASCAR here. We are just going straight toward the enemy base. And yeah, the enemy is trying to set up there. What I'm doing here is I pop an artillery strike as soon as I see that there's a mech. Just because I want to deal some early damage while we are advancing. And I want to drive them back to cover. And as you can see on my reticle, I hit with that. So that's really cool. 2 of my impacts just hit max, and that gives us a little advantage while we are closing in. Also, the early pressure, it just, yeah, it gives us a little advantage because the enemy did not set up a firing line already. And the faster you get into that position, the better it is, because then you can actually get some early kills while the assault mechs are still lagging behind. And yeah, again, you can get up damage while the enemy is still figuring out what's going on here. So we want to, of course, get some cover, and what I'm doing here is shoot down a UAV on the run. We want to set up in the city, and our plan here is we want to pressure the base, so we want to capture that, so that the enemy needs to react. So the best case would be if they just rush in and try to get us out of the base, and then we can kill them one by one. It turns out that this game will be slightly different, so our plan is not working out, but I will talk about it in a second. Please watch the minimap while I'm talking, because that is crucial. So yeah, we're just going to set up on the base now. I'm watching the left flank because I want to suppress the enemy while my team is capturing, and I can deal a lot of damage with my large pulse lasers and the medium laser combined. So I'm only exposing my left side at this point, and as soon as something pops up, it gets shot by me. So my job is here at the overwatch position, so that my team can freely advance to the front line, and I'm suppressing the enemy and driving them back to cover, especially the big ones, the scary heavies and assault mechs. Now, we got the base, and they are, as you can see, they are trying to do something now. They are kind of scared that we would just win through caps, and we have two mechs running to the right side. These two are easy kills for us. However, on the left side, we have only a few mechs on our side that are fighting the whole enemy team, and that is exactly not what we try to do. So we have kind of an imbalance. We have, again, easy kills on the right side, but our teammates on the left, they're getting so much pressure from the whole enemy team, and we decided to circle now. We wanted to go to the right side to get these easy kills here and apply some more pressure on the main force. But at the same time, they are closing on us on the left. So we gave up our left flank, or it was just kind of overwhelmed by that big force of mechs. And again, we continue closing in on the right side, and that would probably have not the best idea, to be honest. So we should have reinforced on the left, but what I'm doing here is I just wanted to get that Marauder to C down here. So yeah, as you can see on the minimap, we are kind of falling apart, and we have 3 kills on our side now, and 3 kills on the enemy side as well. And the game, it will continue going that way. So 4 kills on the enemy now, and in a second we got 4 kills on our side, and this is a very even game. So the enemy did the completely right thing here. So they just waited until we left the base, and then they applied pressure from behind, and they completely turned it around. And that's very interesting. So very nice job, enemy team. That was well executed. I see that now, and I was like, okay, I need to help my teammates here. But I couldn't decide if I should go to the right or to the left, because I knew on the left side there were so many enemies. And I decided to go for the Cyclops first, that is closing in on me, and I wanted to bring him down because he has a lot of SRM6 and a lot of burst damage, and he needed to die instantly. The problem was that he splashed the damage too well, so that we had to take a lot of effort to bring him down, and in the meantime he could damage my left torso so much. And yeah, I tried to get out of this spot, and the whole enemy team was sitting there destroying my left torso, and all I could do was getting to cover, getting some shots out while I tried to retreat, and now I am down to 2 Ultra AC-10. I'd rather have lost them instead of my laser rack. Because my ammo is low. I only have 87 shells left, and we are at 8 and 8 in terms of kills, and that's really shitty. So we got Rifleman, who is kind of fresh. He has a very damaged center torso, but it is not exposed yet, and he's doing a good job splashing all the incoming damage. What I can do now is I can try to intercept his movement. I can try to anticipate where he wants to pop out and then shoot him from the side, but at the same time there is a Stormcrow closing in. I couldn't stay there. I needed to get back to cover and wait for the Stormcrow to disappear again. Only then I could go out again and try to finish off the Legend Killer here, which is again kind of splashing the damage, and yeah, I eventually got the kill on him. The Stormcrow is left, and I only got 3 shots for my Ultras, and after I shoot them, I am completely empty. So I won't be a threat to the enemy anymore, and they got our last friendly. I'm the last one alive without ammo in my Highlander IIC, and I will be brought down in a second as well. So as you could see, when you have a plan, just stick to it. What we did here, we left the base and we tried to get easy kills here, and then the enemy decided to close in on us on the other side and apply a lot of pressure, and therefore we lost the game. But I think it was a very interesting one, and I wanted to show it to you. Also, I did 1069 damage, I got 4 killing blows, I got 5 assists, 4 kill most damage dealt, and 6 components destroyed here. So as you can see, the Highlander IIC, it just deals damage. Let's go over to the next one and see how this will go down. Alright, second game of the day. We are playing the Crimson Strait, we are playing Domination, and I chose this game because this is a display of a good timing and a good momentum and battlefield awareness. So this is kind of the opposite of what happened in the first game, because we are the ones that are going to close. What we did here is we set up a position in the circle, of course. We try to hold the tunnel. This is a good spot where I am. I can expose my left side and shoot my laser weapons through that gap here, and as soon as something popped up like that Mad Dog over there, we can shoot it. Now we have two mechs on the saddle, as you can see, and our main force is sitting here in the circle. And what I see now is that there is a guy coming to the saddle. Look at the minimap, and there's more and more and more coming in. And I was like, okay guys, we need to help them right now. Move, move, move. And yeah, this is exactly what we did. We are going into their backs now. As you can see, our teammates on the saddle, they're trying to hold it desperately, and they are overwhelmed by a very big force here. And we needed to close in as fast as possible. So this kind of battlefield awareness is crucial for a win. And you will see that in a second. So our little friend, the Mad Dog here, is getting shot by probably all of us that are coming out of the tunnel right now. I'm shooting him with my Ultra Autocannons and the large pulse laser and the medium laser, and it's just dealing so much damage. As you can see, his components are getting popped like it's nothing. And at this point I ignored him because I saw that he had basically no weapons anymore and just a little bit of side torso health, and I let my team deal with it because I have the firepower to deal with the big ones, so therefore I'm going for that awesome. That awesome needed to die because he had a center torso open and he's so damn critical. Of course he tried to get out, and at this point I needed to commit to the kill. That was so crucial because if I would let him get to second line again, he would be still pretty dangerous because he had that PPC weapons. He could use that at long and mid range, and therefore he needed to die. This was my priority, and I took him down really, really fast. The rifleman is the next one here. I think that's the buddy from the first game, but yeah, he has basically no chance because we are applying so much pressure into the backs of the enemy now. That one is cored, and it's just one shot to the center torso with the Ultra Autocannons that brings him down eventually. And at this point we could have turned around and chased the squirrel, the light mech behind us, but we decide to ignore him and apply the pressure to the saddle now. So this is what you do. You don't stop at this point. If you have established such a momentum, you just keep going in, and yeah, destroy what's left here. The enemy is probably uncoordinated at this spot, and you need to use that to your advantage. The Kodiak is our next target. We are going to shoot his right side because that one is damaged already. Take down that component and then finish him off. I'm shooting my arm-mounted weapons to a mech that is below here, and yeah, as soon as I got another target, I will just wreck that. As you can see, the murder ball is just rolling over the enemy team like it's nothing. The overheat here is very unfortunate, and yeah, we have just one enemy alive here on the saddle and one in the center. Just bring him down and turn around again. And see how quickly that escalated. So if you have the momentum, then again, just use it. If you have that time window that opens up for the push, just go for it. Go with your whole team and help out your teammates that are in distress. If we have waited too long because we were shy and we just didn't want to expose our mechs to enemy fire, we would have lost the game. But yeah, we crashed into the enemy's firing line or rear line, and we won the game by doing so. So nice job everybody, thank you for following up when I called for the push, and yeah, we won the game by that. So overall, I would say the Highlander IIC is a very solid assault mech. It is not the best in terms of tip of the spear assault mech, but it's dealing a lot of mid-range damage. So the damage potential of that one is so amazing. You just use that to crack up the enemy's armor and yeah, then bring down the mechs in a very short amount of time. The last enemy here is a commando which is trying to squirrel around a bit. Someone got a lucky shot on the side torso and we eventually won the game. So good job everybody. That was again very nice teamwork. I so much appreciate that, being in that game. So let's have a look at the end score before we close the video. This time I dealt 757 damage, got 4 killing blows, 6 assists and 4 components destroyed. That was your Highlander IIC in the kind of champion loadout. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want to support me doing what I'm doing here, keep me going and help me on my way to my self-employment, go down to the description below. There's a link to my Patreon page there you can support me and get some nice rewards and bonus material out of that. And I hope to see you on the battlefield, everybody. Goodbye.